What if your ordinary day secretly protected the entire planet's future? Imagine waking up knowing your actions truly make Earth breathe easier. The morning sun feels different when purpose guides your first thoughts. You stretch gently, already aware responsibility walks beside you today. Outside your window, nature whispers gratitude through rustling green leaves. Birds sing louder, as if celebrating your silent environmental commitment. You rise with determination instead of scrolling endlessly through distractions. Every Earth Guardian understands mornings shape the rhythm of meaningful change. Simple habits begin forming powerful waves across unseen ecosystems worldwide. Brushing your teeth mindfully, you conserve water drop by drop. Small choices quietly shape the destiny of rivers and oceans. Breakfast preparation becomes an act of conscious, sustainable living. You select foods supporting both health and environmental balance. Gratitude fills your heart before the first bite touches lips. This awareness fuels energy deeper than caffeine ever could. Stepping outside, fresh air feels like a sacred responsibility. Streets appear ordinary, yet opportunities for change exist everywhere. You carry reusable bags like shields protecting fragile ecosystems. Passers-by may not notice your silent environmental mission unfolding. Still, leadership often begins invisibly before inspiring visible transformation. Walking instead of driving becomes your first heroic decision today. Footsteps echo purpose across pavements, craving mindful human presence. Trees lining your route seem like trusted companions. Their branches remind you resilience grows slowly yet beautifully. You greet neighbors warmly, planting seeds of awareness subconsciously. Kind conversations often spark curiosity stronger than loud activism. At work or school, your habits inspire quiet observation. Colleagues notice your refillable bottle and thoughtful waste sorting. Some feel intrigued, wondering what motivates such consistency. Earth Guardians lead through example rather than forceful persuasion. During breaks, you share stories about nature's incredible recovery potential. Hope spreads faster when supported by genuine belief and evidence. Lunch becomes another opportunity for mindful environmental protection. You minimize packaging, reducing landfill burdens significantly. Friends begin asking questions, opening doors toward collective responsibility. Afternoon sunlight energizes your mission instead of causing fatigue. Challenges appear, testing patience and commitment repeatedly. Littered corners tempt frustration, yet you choose constructive action. Picking waste feels symbolic, reclaiming dignity for shared spaces. Some watch silently, processing the power of simple initiatives. Others join unexpectedly, turning solitude into teamwork. Together, small victories create powerful emotional connections. Your heart feels lighter with every cleaner pathway. Evening approaches, carrying reflections about impact created today. The sky's colors seem richer when gratitude fills perception. You document experiences, preserving lessons for future inspiration. Social posts or journals amplify awareness beyond immediate surroundings. Technology becomes a tool supporting environmental storytelling. Back home, sustainable routines continue shaping meaningful legacy. Energy conservation replaces careless consumption habits automatically. Family members gradually mirror your mindful daily behaviors. Influence grows naturally without demanding recognition or praise. Nightfall invites deep contemplation about Earth's fragile beauty. Stars remind you the universe witnesses every responsible choice. Exhaustion mixes with satisfaction earned through purposeful living. You realize heroism often hides within consistent, humble actions. Tomorrow holds new opportunities waiting for courageous guardians. Environmental stewardship evolves into an identity, not temporary task. Communities thrive when individuals embrace planetary responsibility wholeheartedly. Dreams become visions, guiding sustainable innovation and collaboration. You fall asleep knowing progress began with intentional awareness. Nature continues healing quietly through collective human dedication. The journey remains ongoing, filled with discovery and growth. Every sunrise offers another chance to protect our shared home. Will you answer the call to become Earth's next guardian? Morning routines flow seamlessly as conscious choices shape every action. You check emails for environmental updates and meaningful volunteer opportunities. Social media becomes a platform for inspiration, not distraction today. Sharing sustainable tips spreads awareness without overwhelming anyone. You plan errands strategically to minimize energy and fuel usage. Reusable containers replace single-use plastics without thinking twice. Shopping choices prioritize local, ethical, and eco-friendly products consistently. Even small purchases carry invisible impact across distant ecosystems. Walking through the city, you notice unnoticed litter awaiting attention. A plastic wrapper on the sidewalk becomes a call to act. Earth Guardians transform observation into constructive, non-judgmental action daily. Volunteers arrive at cleanup sites energized by purpose and collaboration. Coordination ensures everyone contributes safely and effectively. Tools are shared thoughtfully, ensuring efficiency without waste. Children excitedly participate, learning responsibility through engaging activities. Educating while acting empowers communities to maintain momentum. Teamwork turns routine cleanup into joyful social connection. Observers may join spontaneously, inspired by visible dedication. Even passing smiles reinforce the emotional power of collective action. You document progress visually, capturing before and after transformation meaningfully. Feedback loops strengthen team strategies and build trust. Afternoon breaks encourage reflection and conversation about environmental impact. Volunteers discuss habits and future initiatives creatively. Mentorship emerges organically as experienced participants guide newcomers. Laughter blends seamlessly with serious discussions about conservation. Cleanup sites gradually transform, symbolizing hope and persistence. By late afternoon, tangible change becomes emotionally satisfying for all. Residents returning home notice differences, sparking curiosity and admiration. Community spirit grows as awareness spreads silently yet powerfully. Coordination with local authorities ensures proper disposal and recycling. Documentation helps track improvements and inspire continued participation. Even small sections cleaned show measurable environmental benefits clearly. Teams celebrate incremental victories while planning future activities. Respect and gratitude bind participants more strongly than recognition alone. Evening approaches, signaling time to transition from action to reflection. You pause to observe the neighborhood's refreshed streets and greenery. Mindfulness extends beyond cleanup, influencing personal and professional decisions. Every small habit practiced today contributes to global environmental health. Education, patience, and empathy remain central to your daily mission. Social influence grows quietly, inspiring new environmental guardians naturally. Sustainable choices during commutes, meals, and work reinforce your impact. Community members notice patterns and adopt similar practices subconsciously. Environmental consciousness transforms from task to integrated lifestyle gradually. Energy spent thoughtfully creates lasting benefits beyond immediate perception. Reflection on progress fuels renewed motivation for the next day. Tomorrow's opportunities already form in the mind of a vigilant guardian. Personal growth parallels ecological improvement, reinforcing identity as Earth's protector. Evening sunlight highlights the beauty restored through collaborative effort. Gratitude deepens for everyone contributing directly or indirectly. Responsibility feels empowering, not burdensome, as routines become habits. Community dialogue strengthens trust and facilitates future collaborative projects. Awareness spreads naturally through observation, participation, and subtle leadership. Even minor actions like picking up a wrapper have symbolic significance. Teams leave spaces cleaner, safer, and more inviting than before. Mutual encouragement sustains morale and prevents burnout during long tasks. Positive momentum reinforces the idea that anyone can make a difference. Nature responds subtly to care, making tangible impacts visible over time. Volunteers begin thinking proactively about waste reduction and energy conservation. Each success motivates participants to embrace further sustainable initiatives. Reflection allows for strategic improvements while celebrating achievements thoughtfully. Awareness grows collectively, empowering neighborhoods to act responsibly. Continuous learning transforms every cleanup day into an educational experience. Environmental guardianship becomes a lifestyle, not just a series of tasks. Your choices ripple outward, inspiring unseen and future generations. By sunset, satisfaction settles as communities witness meaningful change. Evening approaches, yet your mission continues quietly with focused intention. You return home carrying reusable bags filled with collected recyclables. Items are sorted carefully, ensuring maximum materials are repurposed responsibly. Even small choices prevent unnecessary waste from reaching landfills. Reflection begins as you consider lessons learned during the day. Every challenge encountered strengthens patience and problem solving skills naturally. Your actions model environmental responsibility for neighbors and colleagues alike. Children observe and emulate mindful behavior, learning through consistent example. Conversations about sustainability ripple outward, creating long-term cultural change. Evening routines continue with energy-saving practices and minimal water use. Thoughtful habits during personal care reduce your ecological footprint significantly. Technology usage is balanced, supporting productivity without excess consumption. Meals prepared mindfully reduce food waste while nourishing both body and earth. Mindset remains proactive, seeking solutions instead of dwelling on problems. Journaling highlights progress, challenges, and innovative ideas for improvement. You review community feedback, integrating suggestions to strengthen future impact. Planning ensures tomorrow continues with structured, meaningful action. Social media posts are crafted to inspire rather than overwhelm audiences. Storytelling emphasizes empowerment, hope, and achievable environmental changes. Volunteers and neighbors feel included, not pressured, by shared messaging. Evening walks provide opportunities to observe natural ecosystems quietly thriving. Stars above remind you that each small act has global significance. Nature feels alive, responding subtly to consistent human care and attention. Collaboration extends beyond cleanup, inspiring broader environmental initiatives organically. Planning community workshops or tree plantings expands impact sustainably. Youth involvement strengthens continuity, fostering responsible future generations. Partnerships with local organizations provide resources and knowledge efficiently. Your diary records experiences, preserving insights for yourself and others. Reflection encourages humility, gratitude, and awareness of collective effort. Nighttime routines focus on reducing electricity and minimizing waste thoughtfully. Every habit, no matter how small, contributes to global sustainability. Education remains central, whether through conversation, workshops, or shared resources. You strategize outreach, balancing awareness campaigns with actionable volunteer opportunities. Stories of change motivate hesitant neighbors to consider participation. Quiet leadership fosters trust, encouraging ongoing community engagement. Even small visible changes inspire pride and further responsible behavior. Environmental guardianship transforms from duty into a deeply fulfilling lifestyle. Consistency reinforces identity, turning actions into habitual care for the earth. Reflection highlights interconnectedness between personal choices and ecological health. Teamwork experiences create bonds that strengthen long-term neighborhood initiatives. Every positive interaction nurtures a culture of sustainability naturally. Achievements motivate incremental improvements and innovative environmental solutions. Planning future cleanups builds anticipation and reinforces community collaboration. Observing wildlife responding to cleaner spaces demonstrates tangible ecological impact. Evening meditation reinforces mindfulness, gratitude, and ecological responsibility. Personal growth mirrors environmental progress, reflecting dedication and persistence. Leadership evolves subtly through consistent, quiet, positive influence. Even minor obstacles become lessons enhancing resilience and adaptability. Your daily journal captures emotions, lessons, and creative solutions effectively. Storytelling inspires future guardians, creating a self-sustaining culture of care. Partnerships with schools and local groups extend outreach and awareness. Neighborhood pride strengthens as visible change reflects collective action. Youth volunteers begin to internalize environmental values through practice. Every recycled item, planted tree, or cleaned street symbolizes lasting impact. The day closes knowing your actions ripple far beyond immediate observation. Gratitude for participants and supporters reinforces continued commitment. Community bonds deepen as shared environmental responsibility strengthens social cohesion. Evening reflection fuels ideas for improvement and future initiatives. Awareness grows exponentially when modeled consistently over time. Even small gestures, like reminding someone to recycle, have meaningful effects. Sustainability becomes a lifestyle integrated into personal, social, and professional spheres. The neighborhood slowly transforms into a model of conscious living. Inspiration spreads quietly. As night deepens, reflection solidifies lessons learned throughout the day. Gratitude fills your heart for every individual contributing to change. You evaluate successes, noting areas where improvement can occur tomorrow. Planning future initiatives strengthens community resilience and environmental awareness. Even small improvements today become foundations for long-term impact. Journaling observations helps track progress and inspire others meaningfully. Communication with volunteers continues digitally, sharing tips and encouragement. Online updates foster accountability and motivate sustained engagement. Community feedback provides insight into challenges and creative solutions. Reflection nurtures mindfulness, ensuring each action aligns with purpose. Sustainable habits extend beyond work, influencing home and personal life. Energy conservation and mindful consumption remain integrated into daily routines. Sharing knowledge encourages replication of responsible practices in other neighborhoods. Mentorship strengthens continuity, helping new participants assume leadership roles. Youth involvement ensures environmental stewardship continues across generations. Collaboration with local organizations provides guidance and essential resources. Visual documentation inspires participation and highlights measurable ecological progress. Consistency transforms occasional actions into a long-term sustainable lifestyle. Community pride grows as visible results reinforce collective responsibility. Even minor setbacks become learning opportunities for future improvement. Positive reinforcement keeps volunteer motivation high and sustained. Reflection reveals how personal choices ripple outward across the environment. Lessons learned inform planning for larger-scale initiatives successfully. Awareness of local ecosystems deepens as guardians observe biodiversity closely. Natural cycles and wildlife responses provide immediate feedback on efforts. Evening meditation or quiet reflection strengthens emotional resilience. Mindful breathing reinforces clarity, focus, and environmental empathy. Conversations about sustainability nurture curiosity and inspire action naturally. Community workshops or educational programs expand influence beyond cleanup activities. Recognition of volunteers promotes long-term engagement and morale. Leaders emerge gradually, inspired by example rather than coercion. Practical lessons shared strengthen both skill and environmental literacy. The neighborhood begins internalizing responsible behaviors and sustainable routines. Social cohesion grows alongside ecological improvements, creating a thriving community. Volunteers share experiences, learning from successes and challenges alike. Adaptation ensures initiatives remain relevant despite changing circumstances. Reflection fosters humility, acknowledging collective effort over individual recognition. Knowledge gained strengthens decision-making for both environmental and social projects. Engagement deepens as participants witness tangible results firsthand. Digital and physical documentation provides transparency and inspires new volunteers. Collective mindfulness becomes a guiding principle for community life. Environmental stewardship transforms from activity into integrated identity. Habits of responsibility ripple across personal, social, and professional spaces. Celebrating small wins reinforces purpose and encourages continuous improvement. Long-term planning ensures initiatives remain sustainable and effective. Partnerships with schools and youth programs cultivate future guardianship. Community identity strengthens through shared achievement and environmental pride. Observing nature's recovery fosters emotional satisfaction and continued motivation. Positive habits adopted today shape behavioral norms for years ahead. Storytelling preserves lessons, inspiring broader participation and cultural change. Recognition encourages volunteers to maintain consistent engagement over time. Mentorship ensures leadership continuity and organizational stability. Reflection highlights how persistent effort produces meaningful transformation. Even simple acts accumulate to create substantial environmental benefits. Sustainability becomes embedded within community routines and shared values. Volunteer networks expand organically as inspiration spreads through observation. Emotional bonds formed during action strengthen social cohesion. Environmental guardianship becomes a shared neighborhood identity proudly embraced. Adaptation and reflection maintain relevance across evolving environmental challenges. Every day offers new opportunities to inspire and enact change. Awareness cultivated today ensures tomorrow continues with purpose and hope. Your actions demonstrate how consistent small efforts create powerful results. Leadership grows quietly, influencing others through example rather than authority. Reflection encourages appreciation for collective effort. With momentum established, you begin exploring broader environmental opportunities. Cleaner streets inspire ideas for community gardens and green spaces. Murals and art installations communicate sustainability creatively and visually. Planting flowers and trees enhances biodiversity and neighborhood beauty. Community involvement ensures projects reflect collective vision and priorities. You invite residents to contribute ideas, fostering ownership and engagement. Workshops teach sustainable practices, from composting to water conservation. Education complements action, empowering participants to make informed choices. Youth volunteers learn leadership skills while fostering environmental responsibility. Schools and youth groups amplify impact through structured programs. Mentorship ensures knowledge and experience are passed to future guardians. Community cleanups expand to parks, waterways, and neglected public spaces. Partnerships with local organizations provide resources and broader reach. Collaboration strengthens initiatives and builds lasting relationships across neighborhoods. Social media and local newsletters share progress, inspiring wider participation. Success stories motivate residents to adopt sustainable habits personally. Recycling drives and eco-friendly events maintain engagement and awareness. Creative campaigns, like zero-waste challenges, encourage innovative thinking. Regular recognition of contributors reinforces commitment and collective pride. Volunteer teams rotate responsibilities, fostering shared leadership and accountability. Public demonstrations, workshops, and planting days attract new participants. Documentation of transformation provides tangible evidence of positive impact. Observing wildlife thriving in restored spaces reinforces the value of efforts. Reflection ensures continuous improvement and adaptive strategies for growth. Digital storytelling communicates achievements beyond local boundaries. Environmental consciousness spreads naturally through visible and meaningful action. Neighborhoods become models for other communities seeking sustainable change. Positive habits become ingrained, creating a lasting culture of care. Residents begin initiating their own projects inspired by collective success. Shared responsibility and environmental pride strengthen social cohesion. Community celebrations recognize progress and foster joyful engagement. Art, gardening, and cleanup initiatives combine to improve overall quality of life. Volunteer retention grows as participants feel empowered and valued consistently. Continuous adaptation keeps programs fresh, relevant, and effective. Success motivates reflection, encouraging future planning and long-term sustainability. Education, mentorship, and collaboration expand influence beyond immediate neighborhoods. Every small victory reinforces the belief that change is possible. Residents experience the emotional satisfaction of witnessing tangible results. Leadership evolves collectively, empowering new environmental champions to emerge. Environmental guardianship becomes an inspiring, integrated lifestyle for the entire community. Long-term planning ensures that progress is maintained and enhanced. Partnerships with institutions support ongoing environmental education initiatives. Neighborhood identity strengthens through shared values and consistent ecological action. Residents develop pride in both aesthetic and ecological accomplishments. Storytelling, reflection, and documentation sustain momentum over months and years. Environmental awareness grows silently, influencing daily behaviors subtly and consistently. Community-driven projects become traditions celebrated annually for their positive impact. Mentorship prepares the next generation to take active environmental leadership. The neighborhood thrives as a living example of sustainable, conscious living. Collective action illustrates the transformative power of unity and purpose. Guardianship evolves from isolated actions to systemic community influence. Creativity, collaboration, and responsibility merge to foster resilient ecosystems. Small decisions, multiplied by many, result in profound environmental transformation. Residents internalize sustainability, creating habits that extend beyond organized events. A sense of hope and empowerment spreads across the community naturally. Over time, the neighborhood evolves into a model of conscious living. Visitors notice cleaner streets, greener spaces, and community pride instantly. Residents feel empowered sharing stories of their collective environmental impact. Environmental responsibility becomes part of daily life, not just an event. Future generations inherit both restored ecosystems and sustainable habits naturally. Reflection shows how consistent small actions created lasting change. Leadership emerged quietly, inspiring others through example rather than authority. Every challenge faced strengthened resilience, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Community bonds deepen through shared goals, hard work, and celebration. Residents develop pride in their surroundings, motivating ongoing participation. Stories of collaboration inspire neighboring communities to take similar action. Hope spreads as more individuals embrace environmental stewardship. Anniversaries of cleanup events celebrate progress and encourage continuous involvement. Gratitude and recognition maintain motivation among volunteers consistently. Mentorship ensures skills and knowledge pass seamlessly to new guardians. Environmental consciousness becomes a defining aspect of neighborhood identity. Nature responds visibly, with wildlife thriving and greenery flourishing. The community experiences the emotional satisfaction of seeing tangible results. Reflection fosters humility, reinforcing the value of collective effort over individual glory. Success motivates expansion into new projects, like community gardens and eco-workshops. Creativity and innovation emerge as residents contribute ideas actively. Positive habits become normalized, forming long-lasting cultural change. Residents inspire each other, building a supportive network of environmental advocates. Documentation of progress encourages new volunteers and maintains accountability. Partnerships with schools and local organizations strengthen community programs. Volunteer networks expand, spreading the philosophy of guardianship naturally. Celebrations of achievement combine joy, education, and community bonding. Leadership evolves collectively, empowering anyone willing to step forward. Reflection highlights how persistence, consistency, and teamwork create real impact. Sustainable habits continue beyond organized events, influencing daily lifestyle choices. Each small act accumulates into profound environmental and social transformation. Community members internalize responsibility, shaping a legacy of stewardship. Future generations witness the benefits of commitment, cooperation, and care. Neighborhood pride grows as results remain visible and meaningful. Environmental guardianship becomes an inspiring lifestyle everyone aspires to emulate. Collective action demonstrates that ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary change. Inspiration spreads quietly, motivating unseen and future environmental leaders. Residents celebrate milestones, fostering hope, resilience, and shared purpose. Reflection ensures continuous learning, improvement, and adaptation for long-term impact. Sustainability, creativity, and responsibility merge into a vibrant community culture. Small choices today influence global outcomes tomorrow, reinforcing interconnectedness. Emotional fulfillment comes from witnessing progress born of intentional effort. Neighborhoods thrive when unity, dedication, and environmental awareness combine. Guardianship evolves into a lasting, proud identity shared by all. Every day presents new opportunities to protect, educate, and inspire. Your story proves that one committed individual can spark powerful transformation. Collective action becomes the foundation of thriving, resilient communities. Environmental stewardship grows into a shared value passed through generations. The journey continues with hope, determination, and guardianship at its core. It all began when someone chose to care, and change followed.